Never eat oatmeal for breakfast. With these 4 foods, it could harm your health. Hey there, let me ask you something. Have you ever woken up in the morning, prepared a big bowl of oatmeal, and thought you were doing your body a huge favor? I know I did for years. We've all been told that oatmeal is the perfect breakfast choice, right? It's healthy, it's filling, and it keeps you energized through the morning. What could go wrong? But here's the thing. What if I told you that oatmeal, when paired with the wrong foods, could actually harm your health? That's right. What seems like a perfectly healthy meal could be messing with your body in ways you don't even realize. I used to love having oatmeal every morning. I added honey, maybe some fruit juice, and felt like I was giving my body the best start to the day. But after digging a little deeper, I found out something pretty shocking. Certain foods we love to pair with oatmeal could be throwing off our blood sugar, making us feel sluggish, bloated, or even setting us up for long-term health issues. So today, we're going to talk about 4 foods that you should never eat with your oatmeal. And trust me, once you hear why, you might rethink your morning routine. Ready to find out? Let's jump right in. Part 1. The underrated truth about oatmeal. All right, let's start with the basics. Oatmeal. It's been crowned as the ultimate healthy breakfast, right? It's packed with fiber, full of vitamins and minerals, and it's known to keep you feeling full and energized. You've probably heard that it's heart healthy, aids in digestion, and can even help lower cholesterol. It's easy to see why so many people swear by it as a go-to breakfast option. But here's the thing. There's more to oatmeal than just throwing a bowl together and calling it a day. What makes oatmeal so popular? Oatmeal is a whole grain, and that means it's a rich source of complex carbohydrates, which your body needs for sustained energy. It's high in fiber, especially soluble fiber, known as beta-glucan, which plays a major role in stabilizing blood sugar, improving digestion, and supporting heart health. The beauty of oatmeal is that it's so versatile. You can add just about anything to it, and it'll take on the flavors and nutrients of whatever you throw in. The role of fiber in oatmeal. But here's where it gets interesting. The fiber in oatmeal is a double-edged sword. It's great for your digestion and keeping you full, but if you're not careful with what you add to your oatmeal, that fiber can start working against you. That's because when you pair oatmeal with certain foods, like sugary toppings, fruit juices, or even dairy, your body's ability to digest and absorb nutrients can be compromised. I've learned this the hard way. I used to slather my oatmeal in honey, throw in some fruit juice, and think I was doing my body a favor. But what I didn't realize is that these foods, when mixed with oatmeal, could cause blood sugar spikes and crashes, leaving me feeling drained and bloated. Health benefits of oatmeal, when eaten right. Let's not forget the benefits of oatmeal, though. When eaten with the right toppings, it's a powerhouse. It's heart healthy, helps manage blood sugar levels, aids in digestion, and even supports weight management. But the key is pairing it with foods that won't disrupt its natural benefits. Personal experience. I remember I used to have oatmeal every day and I thought I was doing everything right. I'd throw in some honey and top it off with a nice glass of orange juice. What could be better? I felt good for a while, but by mid-morning, I was crashing. My energy levels plummeted, and I couldn't understand why. Once I learned how certain foods were messing with my blood sugar, I realized that oatmeal wasn't the problem. It was how I was eating it. Part 2. The 4 foods that don't mix well with oatmeal. So now that you know why oatmeal is such a great choice for breakfast, let's dive into the foods that can ruin the health benefits when paired with it. These are the foods that, when combined with oatmeal, could be wreaking havoc on your body without you even realizing it. Let's go through them one by one. 1. Fruit juices, especially orange juice. First up, fruit juices, specifically orange juice. You've probably had oatmeal with a side of orange juice at some point, right? Well, that combination could be messing with your blood sugar levels more than you think. Here's why. Why it's harmful. Fruit juices, especially ones with added sugar like orange juice, can spike your blood sugar levels. On their own, Oatmeal helps regulate blood sugar thanks to the fiber it contains. But when you drink fruit juice with it, the sugar in the juice enters your bloodstream quickly, causing a rapid rise in blood sugar. This creates an insulin spike, followed by a crash later on. And trust me, you don't want that mid-morning slump. The science behind it. Oatmeal contains beta-glucan, which helps regulate blood sugar. But fruit juice, with its high sugar content, can disrupt this process. Your blood sugar will spike fast, and that's when the dreaded energy crash happens. This can also leave you feeling tired, irritable, and craving more sugar. Personal story. I used to have orange juice with my oatmeal every morning, thinking I was doing a solid. But I noticed I started feeling sluggish an hour after breakfast. My energy would plummet, and I couldn't figure out why. Once I swapped out the juice for water, I noticed a huge difference. No more crashes, just sustained energy throughout the morning. Takeaway: if you want to avoid the sugar roller coaster, ditch the juice. Opt for whole fruits instead, or drink water or herbal tea. Your body will thank you. 2. Sugary additives, like honey or maple syrup. Next up, sugary additives. I get it. Oatmeal can be bland on its own. But adding sugar-rich toppings like honey, maple syrup, or even brown sugar may seem harmless. However, it's one of the biggest mistakes you can make when trying to eat healthy. Why it's harmful. Adding sugar to your oatmeal may taste great, but it seriously bumps up the glycemic index of your meal. The higher the glycemic index, the quicker your blood sugar rises. This might give you a quick energy boost, but it's short-lived. Soon enough, you'll feel your energy drop, and that mid-morning slump will hit hard. The science behind it. Oatmeal itself is relatively low on the glycemic index, meaning it's a slow-digesting food that helps maintain steady blood sugar levels. But when you add sugar, whether it's honey, maple syrup, or even agave nectar, you turn a good thing into a bad one. The sugar adds unnecessary empty calories and spikes your blood sugar. Personal experience. I used to pour honey all over my oatmeal, thinking it was a healthier sugar option. But after learning about glycemic index and how sugar messes with my blood sugar levels, I cut it out. Switching to cinnamon or stevia was a game changer. Not only did I feel better, but I also stopped experiencing those annoying sugar crashes. Takeaway: if you're looking for sweetness, try using natural alternatives like stevia or cinnamon. These won't spike your blood sugar and will still add flavor without the crash. 3. Dairy, milk, cream, or yogurt. Now, let's talk about dairy. A lot of people love to make their oatmeal creamy by adding milk, cream, or yogurt. While that might seem like a tasty idea, it's actually a common cause of digestive issues for many people. Why? It's harmful. Dairy can be hard for some people to digest, especially if you're lactose intolerant. Even if you aren't, the fat in dairy can slow down digestion, leading to bloating and discomfort. When you combine dairy with the fiber in oatmeal, the digestion process can get bogged down, and that's when bloating and gas can occur. The science behind it. Lactose in dairy products can be difficult for the body to break down, leading to bloating, discomfort, or even diarrhea in some cases. When combined with the fiber in oats, the digestion process can slow down, leaving you feeling sluggish and uncomfortable. Personal story. I used to make my oatmeal with regular milk every morning, but I noticed I was always bloated afterward. Switching to almond milk made a huge difference. No more bloating, just smooth digestion and energy. Takeaway: if you're prone to digestive issues, consider swapping dairy for plant-based alternatives like almond or oat milk. Your gut will thank you. 4. Caffeinated drinks, coffee, tea. Finally, let's talk about coffee and caffeinated tea. I know. Many of us can't imagine starting the day without that cup of coffee. But when you pair it with oatmeal, you might be doing your body a disservice. Why it's harmful. Caffeine stimulates stomach acid production, which can cause irritation, especially when combined with the fiber in oatmeal. Additionally, caffeine can hinder the absorption of important minerals like calcium, magnesium, and iron, which are already present in your oats. The science behind it. Caffeine can interfere with the absorption of minerals, especially in the morning when your body is trying to digest your breakfast. The acid it produces can also upset your stomach, leading to discomfort. Personal experience. I used to drink coffee right alongside my oatmeal, and I'd often feel a bit unsettled afterward. Once I switched to herbal tea, I noticed my stomach felt better, and I didn't have that jittery feeling that caffeine gives. Takeaway. Instead of coffee or caffeinated tea, opt for water or herbal tea to keep things gentle on your stomach and allow your body to absorb all the nutrients from your breakfast. Part 3. What to pair with oatmeal for optimal health. Now that we've gone over the foods that should be avoided, let's shift the focus to what you should be pairing with oatmeal for a breakfast that fuels you right throughout the day. The goal here is to make your oatmeal even more nutritious and to ensure that it works with your body to keep your energy steady and your digestion smooth. Healthy alternatives. Fresh fruits, berries, bananas, apples. Fresh fruit is a game changer when it comes to oatmeal. Instead of relying on fruit juices, throw in some fresh berries, banana slices, or apples. These fruits are packed with fiber, antioxidants, and vitamins, and they pair beautifully with the creamy texture of oatmeal without spiking your blood sugar. Why it's great. Berries like blueberries, strawberries, and raspberries are rich in antioxidants, which help fight inflammation and oxidative stress in the body. Bananas provide a healthy dose of potassium, which helps maintain electrolyte balance and supports heart health. Apples offer a great source of fiber, particularly pectin, which aids digestion and keeps you feeling fuller longer. Personal story. Since I started adding fresh fruit to my oatmeal, my mornings feel so much brighter. It's a quick and easy way to add natural sweetness and essential nutrients, and it doesn't mess with my blood sugar levels. Nuts and seeds, almonds, walnuts, chia seeds, flax seeds. Adding a handful of nuts or seeds to your oatmeal can make it a powerhouse breakfast. Nuts like almonds and walnuts provide healthy fats, protein, and fiber, which help keep you feeling satisfied. Chia seeds and flax seeds are excellent sources of omega-3 fatty acids, which are beneficial for heart health and inflammation. Why it's great. Nuts and seeds add healthy fats that support brain function and help absorb fat-soluble vitamins. They provide a good amount of protein, which can help balance your blood sugar and keep you feeling full longer. Omega-3 fatty acids in seeds promote heart health and can reduce inflammation in the body. Personal experience. I started topping my oatmeal with a sprinkle of chia seeds and some chopped almonds, and it took my breakfast to a whole new level. The crunch adds texture, and I feel fuller for longer, which helps me avoid snacking before lunch. Greek yogurt, if tolerated. If dairy doesn't bother you, adding a dollop of Greek yogurt can boost your oatmeal with extra protein and probiotics. Greek yogurt is lower in sugar than regular yogurt and contains live cultures that support a healthy gut. It's the perfect way to make your oatmeal creamier while also improving digestion. Why it's great. Greek yogurt is rich in protein, which supports muscle repair and growth. Probiotics in yogurt help maintain a healthy gut flora, promoting good digestion and immune health. It's also packed with calcium, which is essential for bone health. Personal story. I used to stay away from dairy altogether, but when I tried Greek yogurt with my oatmeal, I noticed that it didn't cause any discomfort for me. The added creaminess is just perfect, and I get a nice protein boost to start my day. Spices: cinnamon, turmeric, ginger. Spices like cinnamon, turmeric, and ginger aren't just for flavor. They're loaded with health benefits too. Cinnamon is known for its ability to help stabilize blood sugar. Turmeric has powerful anti-inflammatory properties, and ginger can soothe digestion. Why it's great. Cinnamon helps regulate blood sugar and adds a natural sweetness without the need for added sugar. Turmeric contains curcumin, a compound with strong anti-inflammatory properties that can help reduce inflammation in the body. Ginger is great for digestion and can help alleviate bloating and nausea. Personal experience. I started adding a dash of cinnamon to my oatmeal every morning, and it's made a huge difference. Not only does it taste amazing, but it also gives me that extra boost of energy without any sugar spikes. Plant-based milks. Almond milk, oat milk, coconut milk. If you're looking for a creamy consistency but want to avoid dairy, plant-based milks are your best friend. Almond milk, oat milk, and coconut milk are all great options. These milk alternatives are often lower in calories and contain healthy fats that make your oatmeal even more satisfying. Why it's great. Plant-based milks are often fortified with vitamins and minerals like calcium and vitamin D. They are naturally lactose-free, making them an excellent option for those who are lactose intolerant or prefer dairy-free options. They add a creamy texture without any added sugar or fat. Personal story. I've been using oat milk for a while now, and it adds a rich, creamy texture to my oatmeal without the lactose issues. It's my go-to dairy-free milk, and it makes my oatmeal so much more enjoyable. A balanced approach. When you focus on adding whole foods like fruits, nuts, seeds, and spices, you're not just making your oatmeal more delicious. You're making it a well-rounded meal that supports your body's nutritional needs. The right combinations can provide fiber, protein, healthy fats, and antioxidants, all while keeping your blood sugar stable and your energy levels high. Personal takeaway. For me, switching to whole foods and natural toppings has been a game changer. Not only do I feel more satisfied after breakfast, but I don't have that bloated, sluggish feeling I used to get when I added sugary or dairy-rich ingredients. It's all about balancing the nutrients and supporting your body in the best way possible. Part 4. The bigger picture. How food combinations impact your overall health. Now, let's zoom out a bit. It's not just about oatmeal. It's about understanding how food combinations affect your health in the long run. What you eat in the morning doesn't just fuel you for the day, it has a cascading effect on your entire body. From your blood sugar to your digestion, every food choice you make contributes to your overall well-being. Understanding your body's needs. The human body is a complex system that thrives when it's properly nourished. When you combine foods that support each other, like oatmeal with fresh fruit and nuts, you're providing a balanced meal that works with your body's natural processes. But when you combine oatmeal with foods that don't complement its benefits, you're essentially making your body work overtime to process those foods, which can lead to problems like energy crashes, bloating, or digestive discomfort. The importance of nutrient timing. It's not just about what you eat, but when you eat it. Nutrient timing is important, especially when it comes to meals like breakfast. The morning is when your body needs a mix of nutrients that will help stabilize your blood sugar, fuel your brain, and keep your metabolism working properly. That's why pairing oatmeal with foods that provide fiber, protein, and healthy fats, while avoiding sugars and processed foods, is key to a balanced breakfast. The impact of food combinations on long-term health. Your breakfast can impact your long-term health in more ways than one. A combination of high-sugar foods with oatmeal may lead to weight gain and insulin resistance over time. On the other hand, nutrient-dense combinations that include protein, healthy fats, and fiber can help maintain a healthy weight, regulate blood sugar, and improve digestion. Personal insight. When I first started paying attention to the way I combine my foods, I was shocked by the difference it made. The right combinations don't just make you feel good in the moment, they help maintain your health for the long run. It's not about just one meal, but about how your food choices come together to support your overall well-being. Conclusion. The takeaway that could change your morning routine. So what have we learned today? Oatmeal is an incredibly nutritious food on its own, but how you pair it with other foods can either enhance or undermine its benefits. By avoiding certain combinations, like sugary juices, additives, dairy, and caffeine, you can make oatmeal a much healthier and more satisfying meal. The key message. When you focus on whole, natural foods, fresh fruits, nuts, seeds, and plant-based milks, you create a balanced breakfast that fuels your body in the right way. You'll feel fuller, more energized, and less likely to crash an hour after eating. It's all about finding the right balance. Final thoughts. After learning how food combinations affect my body, I realized that even small changes could make a huge difference. Oatmeal can still be a star player in your breakfast routine, but make sure you're pairing it with foods that support your health. Try swapping out sugary or dairy-rich ingredients for whole foods and see how much better you feel. Call to action. I challenge you to experiment with different oatmeal toppings and see how your body reacts. Start with fresh fruit, nuts, and spices and let me know how it goes. Let's chat in the comments about what works best for you.